Why, hello there. Welcome back to part 2 of Vices and Virtues. Today is going to be a fun day as our group members now wake up, slowly coming out of their peaceful slumber over the night to get a full
Wait,
night's rest.
wait for during the night actually. I don't know if we actually put up watch around here,
Nope.
but anyway, Flint is gonna instead of like at least initial, not for the night probably, but for a while, instead of sleeping, is gonna sit by the fire and gonna take off his holy symbol and hold it in his hands, and he's gonna pray. And like he doesn't really know how or what or whatever, but he's just gonna like try and reach out and ask for guidance.
As you do that, Flint, you feel a hand kind of like behind you pat your hands on your chest, and as you turn around, you don't see anyone. But you do feel that sort of feeling in your chest, like you are being watched. Not like in a creepy way, but in like someone who's caring for you is watching you. But that's as far as you get.
I ask quietly, what do you want me to do? What is my place in this world?
There is no response.
Yeah, eventually after sitting there for a while, Flint is gonna go back.
Say that again?
After sitting there for a while, he's gonna go back to
Back to bed, I'm
Alright.
assuming. It might cut out a little bit. They hope-
Alright. As you go to sleep, Ezra, you are tapped on the shoulder. And kind of
Huh?
bringing you out of your trance.
What is it? What?
Oh, hey there, says a familiar face as you see the merchant standing next to you. How can I
Ezra
be assistance to you?
has this dawning of realization on his face, and then he begins placing items in a pile on the ground in front of him until at last he's just got the clothes on his back, the saber, and the cloak. Can I sell these things to you?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is something the matter, friend?
I've realized something about myself.
Care to tell?
I'm not the man I was. These were his, and it's time for me to let go of that I may live my own life.
For a moment, the merchant actually drops his usual kind of like demeanor, looks at you straight face and says, "You know, for once it's nice to hear someone actually get the way it's supposed to be around here." And with that, he picks up the items and reaches into his pouch and says, "I may be one to make horrific deals, awful deeds, and all that sort of things, but I understand the way this world works. I know this world is not that world, and I've accepted that. I know I may be an awful entity at times, but at the very least, you know my nature." With that, he pulls out a sack and tosses it to you. And inside is 10 platinum pieces.
Okay.
But don't ever say that the merchant doesn't care for you all. And with that, as you look up, he's gone.
Before he goes, I was gonna ask for a replacement for the studded leather arm.
He'll just give it to you.
Okay.
You get the feeling that normally where he's kind of like almost, condescending towards you all and just kind of like, adorable little creatures. The mentioning of you letting go of the past world and taking on your own life, he seems to almost kind of, one
Also,
is
a
worth my
replacement
time.
set of traveling clothes.
Yeah, you get
Because-
that too. He's just gonna
He
give
wasn't
it to
gonna
you.
strip down, but like he also was giving up the clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do get 10 platinum, which is how many weapons are you selling him?
I am selling a long sword, a short sword, a short bow, and 8 daggers.
Yeah,
And
that's
then a
good enough for
bunch
10
of
platinum.
other and then a bunch of other miscellaneous gear.
Yeah, that's enough for 10 platinum, studded leather and the
And-
the parachuros close.
The things that I have 2 of, I'm not selling because I have 2 of. I'm only selling 1 of them because the Ezra thinks that the other one is Kath's. So I'm down to. I'm just gonna remove the stuff that I sold from my inventory.
Makes
And-
perfect sense. He takes all these items, puts them away, kind of pats you on the shoulder and says, "Good luck, Mr. Ezra. And if you need my services, please do not be afraid to call."
All right.
I hope
Ezra
you do.
nods his head and says, "I will call upon you should I have need of your services."
Oh, and tell Cat I said hello. And with that, he starts to walk. Actually, he walks towards the dead oak. And you see the trees just kind of shift, and it seems almost as if the two are engaged in some sort of conversation, yet you hear no words. And then the merchant just walks off to his side, and he never comes back out.
Oh, that is. And for next session, I'm actually going to be figuring out a new name for Ezra.
Oh, God.
Ezra
Nice.
just had a massive realization about who he is, or rather, who he's not.
Boy, so you're basically getting a new character that's the same character?
Essentially, yes. No, like skill changes or personality changes or anything. Just like I'm like blank slating my gear and getting a new name.
It's the old character with a new character smell.
It's sad because that's the best description I've heard for that ever.
But yeah, so I imagine you will wake
One
up the
second,
next
Dr.
morning,
Barton.
and you see Ezra is noticeably different looking.
Huh?
Look at him, but
There's something different about you. Should you change your hair?
Oh yeah, and Salathan is not in the area. He seems to be talking to some of the individuals in the camp area over to your west.
And I am gonna copy down the names of the weapons because I want to hold on to those.
Of course.
I'm back.
Ice is awake, but
You
distant,
missed a lot.
quiet.
What did I miss?
Oh my
Absolutely
gosh.
nothing.
Oh my gosh. How do I save a character to my vault? Because I'm thinking I'm just gonna save this and then.
I think you export them somehow. I think that's like a.
All
It
right.
might be something the DM does. I don't
No,
know.
you do it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna delete everything that I don't have anymore.
You right-click art on your character sheet, and then you click archive item.
Ah.
My dogs are going insane.
Yeah, I don't think it makes a copy. It just archives it. So you'll
Yeah.
need a second character and start copying stuff over.
No,
Oh.
it makes a copy and saves it because I know the whatchamacallit. My alchemist, when I took him out of my vault, he was level 3, not level 5.
Right.
Because I updated my alchemist to be level 5, but I didn't update the vault alchemist to be level 5.
How did you say to do it?
Just right click on the character sheet in the journal and click archive item.
Right click just brings up the normal right click
Yeah,
save.
that's all I get too.
Yeah, let me see. It might be might
I
be
think
because I was looking in a weird area.
I think you have to be the owner to archive items.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be different.
Like I think only
Yeah,
Matt
I
can do it.
can do it in the game where I'm GM.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
I
one
could
second.
do it on my other.
I'm
Well,
pretty certain you need to be GM
for
and
some
only the
reason,
GM can see archived stuff.
Oh, archiving the character like
Oh,
in
you
Arth
can
area?
archive from the vault. You can't archive from
Oh,
the game,
yeah.
but you can archive from the vault.
Oh,
Yep,
that's weird.
that's what it was. It's yeah. I forgot how weird it is sometimes. Like, yeah, no.
Alright.
Okie dokie.
Roll20 can be a bit iffy, but at the same time, it's really pretty good most of the time.
Oh, and we were telling you what you missed.
Yeah, what did I miss?
Absolutely nothing.
Ezra sold everything that he had
I
before
was there
he
for
came.
that.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
then you didn't miss anything.
Yeah.
Ezra's getting a new character. We're
New
calling him
characters now.
Zera.
You literally just took off the Z. I mean, what? E?
The
I can.
E.
I said every letter except for the R there.
Actually, just moved the E over one. Zara
Okay.
instead of Zara.
Let's play?
We are playing.
Or no? Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, Ice is just sitting there quietly eating.
Aki's kind of just Aki. She's just like, oh. She's trying to figure out what's up with Ezra, why he's changed, what changed. She's not worked it out yet, and she's definitely going for breakfast. But she's tired and you know. Yeah, but she hasn't figured that one out yet. We're basically anime characters. We only have one outfit.
Ezra's new clothes look very similar, but they are noticeably different.
That sounds way too similar to Emperor's new clothes.
Looking at Ice saying, so feeling better?
A little. And he doesn't say anything after that.
Guess we've all had our bad memories.
Nah.
It's quiet.
I just sort of
Anyway, so
like, shrug.
I guess this place was your destination, right? Are you planning to stay here?
No.
What are you guys all
We-
moping around for anyway?
Sorry, what did he say? What'd you say?
What are you guys all sort of moping around for?
I'm not moping around.
Yeah, what? I've noticed that. Everyone else, though, they're all upset about the whole dying thing.
It's not the death. It's the meaning behind it.
I literally got killed by books.
I was killed
Ezra.
by someone that I attempted to be friends with. You know, I feel like that was then and this is now.
Ezra is gonna stand up and say, "But we were not killed, dear friends. Someone who once shared the same skin as we do was killed. We are our own people now."
Yeah, that's a really weird way of putting what I just said.
That's the part I'm still trying to find out. Are we
A
really?
second
Are
chance.
we really no longer who we were before?
I feel like we're the same person, but not. And I also feel like I
No.
didn't take enough drugs for this kind of conversation.
No, he's right. We cannot be those people we were before.
But there's
They
no
were
reason
I
why
resisted. I resisted the impulse to attack Lindvik based on the life before, but then in the last incident, it felt like the right thing to do. Maybe I don't
not. Okay,
know.
to be fair, that's because he just murdered someone in front of you. For no apparent reason.
Lindvik killed my family back in the other world.
That's the other world, though. That's not right here, right now.
I don't know.
That's probably the difference there.
And I'm just sitting there quiet.
I mean, hell, there's that, like, orc lady. What was her name? Xanathar? And her husband? Whose name I definitely remember. And I'm pretty certain he was her slave. Was it the other way around? One of them was a slave. And now they're like married and happy, and you know, it's all different, isn't it? It's like that was a previous world, and this is the new one.
Maybe. Just.
Yeah, for once I'm
I
gonna
don't
agree.
know. I'm trying. I'm trying to pray and reach out for guidance, but I don't know to.
For once
I turn to Fallen.
I'm just gonna
and-
agree with the emo over here.
I turn to Fallen, and in Infernal I say, I will not fail you.
He kind
Not
of gives you like
them.
he gives you a playful salute. Aye, aye, Captain. I feel like my characters are usually the least breakable characters.
No, this is honestly, this is perfect for the way I had Ezra heading this entire time. Like, from the start, I decided one of his character traits was that because we don't have our memories, he feels that we shouldn't be weighed down by the mistakes we made before. And now he feels no responsibility whatsoever to be bound to his old life.
Ice is definitely seeing this as his second chance, his redemption. He cannot fail again.
Aki thinks they're all connected, but maybe
Yeah.
it's not the best idea to forget the past. Those who fail to
Yeah,
learn from
Flint is
history are
just-
doomed to repeat it.
Yeah, Flint is just really not sure yet. Still trying to figure it out.
At this point, Ezra is going to be looking at memories he gets back with, like, an impartial eye.
And I am so proud of how this story is coming along. I am
I
really
am,
happy with
I am
this.
just so glad you gave that opportunity to me, really. Like, this was something that I'd already been toying with, like, being in Ezra's mind, and I was like, holy shit, Ezra seeing his own death would spark those things that he'd been thinking about for a while into actual actions.
I'm just glad I could facilitate a lot of your guys' interesting character developments. And
I love that everyone
introduce
has
new
completely
characters.
different ideas as well. Like everyone's taking completely different paths.
Yeah, this is fun. This is good. This is good story. This is good
It's going
world
well.
building.
Speaking of,
at
let's
this
get
point-
back to it.
Yeah, Salathan just starts to walk back over to you all and says, "Morning."
Oh, hey, Ethan.
Good morning.
Do you do that to everyone? Or, hold on. Do you do that to everyone, you see?
What,
Well met.
Say good morning? Only?
No, call them a name that they're not.
She like counts on her fingers for a moment. Probably.
He just looks over. Do you say well met?
Well
Ezra
met.
did.
You didn't let me finish. I was gonna say, well met, not Ezra says. Because he's not Ezra anymore, but but it takes time to work out a new name.
Morning, Esra, was it?
Not
No,
anymore.
it's insert name here.
I think he's gone.
I am still thinking about what I should be called now.
His
What?
edge levels have gone over 9,000, and he doesn't know where to go with himself right now.
Do you even speak common? He said, Exalathan just says, looking at you with a very confused look, Aki.
In deep
Don't
speech,
worry,
I'd
we've all
say
had some
absolutely, of
interesting
course I
reviews
do.
about us.
You just hear a voice from the cave say, "I know that one."
Oh god, that's mildly terrifying.
Ezra's death has given him new life. It's very
You
interesting.
mean like fertilizer and stuff?
Oh boy.
Have you
Yes,
considered
being
poetry?
reborn from his old, decaying self.
Alright, look, I'm supposed to be the nature guy of kind of around here, you know, being a ranger and all that sort of stuff. But even I am just kind of meh.
I think he means more in the poetic sense.
Yes.
Have you considered
Sound
writing
Lethenar.
poetry?
No, I spend most of my time scavenging and hunting.
Yeah, I meant more the poet over here.
No, scholars are, well,
You should look into
it's
it.
more of a hobby than a skill.
I mean, you should probably do something to make you happy, otherwise you risk going feral.
That's why this one here is teaching me, what was it, Gnomish?
Yep.
See, new languages are fascinating to me.
Well, that's a depressing thought.
What?
Well, I believe the potion's done if you all want to head in and talk to Oki in there.
Yes, I think we should not outstay our welcome here.
I was.
I
just
mean,
gonna
not
go do that.
overstaying it. You'll stay here as long as you want, but, you know, what you came for is done, so feel free to come and get it.
I believe the outcasts are waiting for us.
Yeah, probably is in your best interest to get moving.
Good morning, Dado.
The merchant isn't
Oh.
still around, is he?
No, you guys, you have no
We
idea
didn't
he
even
was
see him.
here.
Okay.
None of
just
you
check-
guys had any idea he was here.
Just checking, because I need to buy a dagger.
Oh,
I am
Hello.
gonna roll something.
it's morning? Huh, I've never seen the sun. People that planted me down here were afraid that if I saw the sun, I would burn.
Morning,
Is-
Treebeard.
You know,
I mean,
have a
burning
beard.
is always
the
fun.
tree kind of just seems to like crinkle itself together, just kind of like looking at itself almost like, I have a beard.
No, that just. Seems fitting. I don't know.
And it just like straightens up. I don't think I have a beard. Tree face makes sense.
Does he have a beard?
That seems weirdly insensitive and kind of rude.
But I was the one that suggested it, so that makes it okay.
I
How are you,
guess.
tree face?
I am fine.
Well,
I
I
got your
was-
Give a
potion
little bow,
done.
good
It
morning.
says dropping down a black, like solid black vial in front of you all.
Yeah, that's
I
not the
was
same
looking
color
for
it
a
was.
1 or a 20, and I
And I pick
got
it
a
up.
20. Deciding something for myself.
I feel like a 1d2
Okay.
would have been better, but sure.
I just like, he just like puts the bottle down in front of you. What was once clear and almost like just pure perfection through and through before, is now just clear, blank
Yes, I've-
or black liquid. You can't see through. In fact, you're not even certain of light penetrates past the surface. Don't
Yes,
let that touch your skin. That's not good for you fleshy people. That's why they
Wait,
asked
who does
me
he
to
hand it
make
to?
it. He
Huh.
just puts it down on the ground very carefully. It's like, don't let that liquid get on you. It's not very good for you, fleshy people.
Falling-
That's why I make it.
Volan climbs off Ice's back because he's probably on it, and like goes to pick it up. And
I
I
then-
would pick it up first.
I will lift
Oh.
it with a mage hand, because he said don't touch it.
He said,
He said,
"Don't
"Don't
touch
let
the
the liquid."
liquid."
Yes, so I lift
if he
it with a
puts
mage
if
hand.
he puts it down in front of me, I will just grab it and.
Yeah,
Unless-
Flynn will grab it quicker. So you have it.
I say thank you.
May
I
I
do not know
ask
if,
what this
if the village had what the arrangement with the village was. If we owe you anything for this.
I mean, the only thing I need is blood, but I don't need like them to come up here and start cutting themselves or anything. Good. We're fine with the number of people we have, with the amount of blood I'm getting. Therefore, I can keep our food production up high enough to keep us all safe. And Mr. Salathan over here has done a good job of hunting and scavenging, so we're doing fine for the most part on resources. It's just more so, there's dangerous creatures around these parts, and it's dangerous to leave our caves or anything to try and make things better around here.
Hey,
So we're
Ezra?
just
Ezra, do you...
Ezra will
No,
look
Ezra.
at you and nod his head.
Do you have a blade I can borrow?
Ezra looks down and he's only got his saber and
That'll do. I just need it for like a moment.
I hadn't decided if I was going to offer it to you.
Fulton just kind of hands you a dagger.
She takes it. Thanks, Thalin. And she holds a hand over the water and slits one of her wrists.
The root comes up, drinks your blood. You take 3 points of damage, and then the root descends. Why, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks
I know
for,
that the tree, and I guess, in response to your hospitality to us, and I also would hold out my hand. I think I actually don't have any cutting weapons.
As you start to
But,
do so, you feel something stop you, like a hand say no. That similar feeling from before kind of stops you. Like you can power through it, but it stops you.
I will actually do it.
You what?
I will power through it.
All right, then you cut yourself with a knife, and you take 3 points of damage. And as you do so, and you feel the blood drain out of you, the tree kind of actually quickly pulls back its root rather rapidly from you, and shakes the leaves and goes, "No, no, 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 no. I appreciate your kindness, Mr. Flint, right? But would you please do me a favor and not try and do that again?"
Oh, I am sorry.
It's fine. It seems as though there's one of those entities you guys refer to as gods, like watching over you or something. And they don't like it when I drink blood from you guys, and it tastes bad, and it kind of hurts me a bit. I mean, I get sustenance out of it, but it's not the most pleasant thing, and I don't want to make whoever is behind your magic or whatnot upset with you.
Who would have thought?
I mean, I am kind of a vampire thingy. Tends not for celestials and things of that manner to like me.
I feel
It's
like
kinda
I'm more of a
sad.
tree, really.
Well, I mean, I look like a tree, but I can talk and do magic and need blood.
Magic tree.
I like blood oak. It sounds cool. No, dead oak. Yeah, dead oak sounds cool. Sounds very cool.
That sounds more ominous than cool.
Yes. The leaves just kind of shake in agreement.
You're not supposed to agree
Anyway,
to
I
that.
assume any debts between us are...
Mm-hmm. Tell Indwick I said hi, please. Oh, and Mr. Shireen. Tell him I appreciated tell him that the people around here appreciated the bread.
While everyone's distracted, I'm gonna stick my hand in the pool.
Roll me
Oh,
a wisdom
boy.
saving throw.
This can only end well.
10.
You find yourself like picking up a blade rapidly, slicing the head off of an enemy charging at you. As you do so, you hear a screech behind you, and as you turn around, the person you knew as your son from before is stabbed through the shoulder, rammed to the ground as an arrow pierces him in the gut, pinning him. You scream in rage, throw yourself at the entity holding him down to the ground, only to find yourself having been throwing yourself into the pool, coming up, gasping for water. You take 5 points of psychic damage. Uh-oh.
Hey, wait, what are you doing?
I would advise you not to touch the pool. It doesn't do good things.
I stick my hand in again.
Oh
Like
my
after you
God!
get out,
Why?
you get out fully and then stick it in
Mhm.
again.
Can I
Yeah,
Roll me
stop
another
him?
wisdom save. Yeah, you
Uh,
can.
What spells
Can
do
I
I
try?
have?
What do I roll to stop him? Because I'm fucking
Probably
stopping this
Athletics.
shit.
It'd be like
I'm going to
athletics
cast.
for a grip
Before anyone gets close to him, I'm going to cast sleep on him.
Oh, that works.
on.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
that works in a fucking radius. You're gonna put us all to sleep.
I said before anyone gets close to him, I cast sleep
roll,
on him.
just roll
Any of us
sleep.
with
Just roll the damage for sleep.
Probably over here somewhere.
Any of us with Fey ancestry can't be put to sleep by magic. but I don't think Tabaxi. I know Tabaxi don't.
Oh,
How
man,
much
I forgot.
HP do you have, Cloud Ice?
40.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
you're
that's
not
it.
even
Nope.
slightly sleepy.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, can I try to stop him then?
Yeah, it would be athletics, grapple.
What do I do to
5.
counter?
That's
Acrobatics or athletics.
oh.
Yeah, no, you just flat out ignore them, and you dip your hand, you pull into the hand the second time, and as you do so, you're standing over a grave. The sand just kind of coursing through your hands as a figure steps up behind you and grasps you on the shoulder. Hey, listen, we found the path, and someone's here to talk to you about getting at them. And as you turn around, you see a kobold walk in, a rapier at his side, and a couple of rapiers at his side, and a longbow, has a group of other kobolds behind him. You're the one you call Neekolas, right? You say over to the kobold. Kobold nods. Yeah, I know the way. Follow me. As you get up to the stand, you look back at the grave, the name etched of your son. And as you look up, you see more. Hundreds, maybe thousands more of graves. Each one to a person of your race. You take 5 more points of psychic damage.
And you are also now blind because I cast blindness and deafness.
Oh my god. You are literally determined to just make your character go insane here, aren't you, Ice?
Can I turn him
Hey,
around
he
so he's
needs
facing the wrong
answers.
way?
Yeah, he's blind and he's turned
Yeah,
around.
you can turn him around right quickly. So yeah, I imagine you go to scoop it a third time,
Yes.
and you just like hit your hand against stone, and you're like, "Ow!"
And I just
No!
yell out, I must know the truth.
You know the truth. Stop it! What are you doing?
Salinar, at this point, he steps around, grabs, and is going to try and grab you by the shoulders. He's going to try and grab you by the shoulders.
I'm guessing acrobatics at disadvantage.
No acrobatics or athletics, and no disadvantage. You're just trying to break free.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nah. I
He
got
still
an 8.
grabs you though. Damn. Thank God for bad dice rolls there. He just like grasps his hands on you and stops you from shaking and says, "Stop. You're only gonna drive your stop. You're only gonna drive yourself mad." And he just kind of like shoves you over against a wall. And it's just like, calm down.
I just start sobbing. This massive, massive guy, he's just sobbing.
I hug him.
Salinar embraces you in a hug. Yeah, I imagine a couple of people embrace you in a hug. The blight from before that had been lighting the torches walks in and just walks over and hugs your leg.
I will dispel blindness at this point.
I pet the weird blight thing.
They destroyed my people. I was powerless.
Was, but you're not anymore. Different life, different people.
I failed them all. So many. So many. Couldn't save any. What have I done?
How much do you remember?
Not enough.
Then how do you know you didn't save anyone?
The graves. Fields and fields. Thousands of graves.
Yeah, that happens in war.
All mine. My people. My son.
And
Butchered. Like animals.
do you know that was all of them? Or could there maybe have been more people?
It must have been. For me to seek help from the little ones.
Hey.
In
show your-
Draconic, I started speaking. They offered me help. They showed me the way. I must know more. I must know.
I don't know comprehend languages. Gosh dang it.
The wizard fails as a wizard yet again.
Hey, I was gonna buy the spell, but it's too expensive.
At this point, Salathin,
Xanathar.
just
Zelenithar.
kind of like responds in Draconic. Listen to me and listen to me good. These visions will stop becoming true after a short period of time, warped into what you want to see. You failing over and over and over again becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Even now, they've already been warped slightly by your desire to prove to yourself that you were a mistake. Stop now, before you lose yourself.
That's the most me IRL thing I've ever heard.
I just sob into his chest. Just crying and weeping.
Oh,
He
I
just pats you on the
realized-
back.
I just realized that both of my characters could be Rin if I wanted.
Rin for
Oh
what?
no!
But no, he's gonna be Auk.
I think it's best if you leave this place.
Sorry, the tree says, kind of looking a bit saddened at the whole ordeal.
It is not your fault, Dead Oak. It is mine. It is my burden to bear.
Well, if you need my help, feel free to come by and ask me. Oh,
Thank you.
oh, I got a present for you guys. That if should you choose to accept it.
That sounds more like a quest.
No, it's a present. And at this
Okay.
point, he pulls out a little bit of a limb, and Selenithar just just steps to the side as he holds out what appear to be 5 seed-looking things in front of you all. These are blood lilies. You need to eat them, and if they enter your body, they will go into your bloodstream. And that it will be painful, and it might take a bit of damage, but if you are hurt, it can help you out in a pinch. With that, I introduce you all to, should you choose to accept it, your third vice and virtue. blood lily.
Ooh. Blood lily. I am interested.
Oh,
Alright. The blood lily is a seed given to you by the dead oak, a powerful vampiric monster from the northern Fey Cave. Within it, it consumes a bit of your blood, feeding it, giving power to the blood oak. As the vice of the blood lotus, you will gain every. Ugh.
The
Let me
vice.
just-
Try
The
again.
vice. Yeah, I know. The vice. And after every short rest, you will take 1d4 points of damage. And it will be subtracted from your permanent HP, meaning you cannot heal it back with anything other than a long rest. However, the virtue is that the first time you are knocked unconscious, you can call upon the blood lily to rejuvenate yourself, returning to consciousness at full health. Or not full health, half health.
That's real good.
I am accepting this.
that'd be real good for a character with 3 hit points, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wait, you could lose. You
Well,
could
I might
lose
make it so
more
that way.
HP than you have. And
Yes.
actually, you'd have 4 because we leveled.
That
You
Yeah.
could
Still-
lose as much permanent HP as you have.
But the blood lily can bring you back up to half, so you're fine.
It, but it reduces
Not
your
one-
permanent.
Not 1d8 HP per hour, 1d8 HP per 4 hours. Basically, over a day, you'll lose a bit of your strength and then eventually sleep and regain it. Not per short rest, per 4 hours. I.e.,
So
make it
every
that
4
way you'll
hours you
actually
take a
have it.
d4 of damage.
Yep.
Huh.
Can we hold on to the seed and not, like, eat it?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can all hold on to it, but you need to eat it and ingest it
Yes,
in order
you need.
to.
I understand that you need to eat
you
it
gotta-
to activate it, but you can, like, you can hold on to the seed and then decide before you decide to take the plunge.
Yeah, you all
If-
hold on to the seed, and you all can feel a bit of this energy just kind of pulsating through you.
Is the blood lily permanent?
Yes.
It sounds
Okay,
like
well,
it.
if it's permanent, I'm gonna eat it.
All right, you just swallow it, and after a while, you feel a bit of a pain, and you just kind of like, ah.
Can you
And
post
you
the
all
text
see-
of it in the chat?
I need to. Yeah, I'm fixing it. But as you finally finish, you will see a red lily bloom on Fallen's body. Fallen, where would you like the blood lily to bloom?
On my forehead.
There is now a red flower on Fallen's forehead.
You
A
know
bit of a
what?
blood lily just kind of hangs off.
I look somewhat fucking disturbed by this because there's a plant growing out my friend's face.
All right,
That's
you still-
weird.
Ezra's eating it right away too.
All right, you may choose where you put the blood lily, where it
The-
grows.
The blood lily is growing like from his hair.
All right, looks like yeah, it grows in between your hair, kind of looking like you've stuck a flower in your hair.
Ah,
Nice. That was what I was going for.
is that?
Flint is remembering what happened earlier with this blood magic stuff, and he just tried to be nice, making no movement to take the...
It-
Yeah, ice
It
isn't
should
sure
work for you,
either.
Mr. Flint. It should work for you, Mr. Flint. I don't know if your gods will be upset of me helping you.
I put it in my pocket.
You see,
I'd
being an
rather
HP
not.
tank as a wizard sounds like a good thing.
I'd rather not risk it.
Thanks, Dead Oak.
So, what happens if the
very,
blood lily reduces you to 0?
It cannot.
Okay. So
if
it
it gets
will...
you down to 1 HP, it will stop. It does know to stop. Its
Okay.
purpose is not to kill you. In fact,
And
if you go down to 1/4 of your health, it stops. It does not go any
Okay.
further than 1/4 of
Well,
your health.
I would have to stay up for something like...
Well, it's more so if you're in a
28
dungeon and you're already hurting and it's the 4-hour mark, it's going to go, oh, you've already been hurt from other enemies. You need to keep
Well,
your
it-
strength.
When... At that point, would it drop the max, but not drop the current HP?
Oh, no, it won't do anything.
Okay.
It won't do anything
But yeah,
to
like...
you.
To get down to 0, I would have to be up for, like... I would have to
Okay,
max
Let me
roll
explain.
for
When you
28...
take the damage, the 1d4 damage, you don't take it out of your HP. You just like lose that off your maximum until you take a long rest.
Yeah.
So if you've
that's-
already lost that HP, you don't lose any more HP.
Mhm.
Oh, I see. So you can, you just basically that HP becomes unhealable.
Yes,
Yeah.
until the end of a long rest, in which
That,
case
that's
you
what
gain
I was...
it back.
That was...
So
I
just
was...
like if you do, if you have that 4 HP fully healed, you do lose it. If you don't have it fully healed, you don't lose it.
That was what I was getting at, but I explained it poorly.
When it brings you up, does it bring you up to half of your absolute maximum as if long rest, or is it half of your absolute maximum
Absolute
minus...
maximum as in long rest.
Okay, so ignoring any effects from the blood lily.
Yes, it ignores its own effects.
Okay, that's good.
It ignores all effects, reducing your maximum hit points.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's gnarly.
That's really good because now I don't have mage armor prepared.
Yeah.
And also, things that fuck with your maximum hit points permanently are like high-level shit, so if it ignores that, that's hella good.
Yeah, this is a very powerful, very useful ability.
Yeah.
You're going to be losing maximum HP every 4 hours, so that is a bit of a...
It
but
also...
at the same time,
And
its virtue is really good. You're not going to end up using its virtue as much, and you'll be taking its vice all the time. But when you need its virtue, holy hell is it there for you.
It's also sprouting a flower on my face, so I'm gonna...
You choose where it comes out.
I'm giving it a pass for the moment.
I
It's a
don't
fucking
think
flower.
Ezra would have taken it right away, but Auk is not Ezra. Well, Auk is sort of Ezra, but also not.
Aki
Can you
knows none of
stop with
this.
the mind games?
She just saw a fucking flower and went, there's a flower out of your forehead now. That's weird.
Alright.
For a while, Poland just kind of like plays with the flower while
will-
on ice.
It will take a bit of your vitality away, so that way I can continue living and breathing and all that sort of stuff. Well, photosynthesizing. I don't breathe. You know how it works. I'm a plant.
Not
I'm
really.
weird.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
don't.
know. I was about to say yeah. Like you don't. Oh, yeah, yeah. Dead oak. Dead oak. Sullivan says from the side. Yeah. So sorry. So yeah. That might take a bit of health away from you, a bit of vitality, but it should come back after a nice, proper, long rest.
That is
Also-
incredibly long. I was not.
Also, if you do go down, I will give you some of my energy to get you back up, because I don't want my friends dying on me. I don't want to lose my friends.
Well, thanks.
He's such a bean.
That's what Blood Lily looks like, by the way, what I just linked.
Very nice.
Yep.
Thinking emoji.
I would open it, but I'm lying in bed.
But yeah, I wish you all safe luck on your travels. I've already told you to say hi to Lindwick like twice now. Did I tell you to say hi to Sanathar?
No, but we can do that.
Say hi to her too, and her husband. Oh wait, that was the second time I told you to say hi to him. Oh,
Of course.
Well,
Fourth,
Oh.
third time you said that actually.
oh
it's fine.
shoot.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait, I'm still sobbing. Never mind.
My character's name has meaning, by the way.
What happens
Oh my
if
god.
It's
I'm
pseudo-Latin.
mysterious. I'm mysterious over here.
Boy,
In pseudo-Latin means renewed eyes. In pseudo-Latin, which is how I like to play Elvish.
Rasp. Do you not say?
What?
Hmm?
Do what your character is. Don't say what your character is.
Mm.
oof.
Although this is a TTRPG, so in the end you are still saying it either way, but you get my point.
Say that your character does the thing. Don't say that your character says the thing. Haha.
Well, any of you who know Elvish would know that that's what the name means.
So Elvish is
Elvish.
Latin. What does that make Sylvan? Thinking emoji. But
Ancient
yeah,
Greek, probably.
Gross.
but yeah, with that, I presume you all are gonna start heading on back.
Actually, before that, I'm going to pull on one of the petals on the lily on Short Guy's forehead and ask the tree what happens if I pull it out.
I slap your hand away from my lily.
You pull the lily out.
Oh, so it doesn't do anything?
No.
Does it grow back?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still
Doesn't
disturbing. There's a plant coming from his forehead.
It looked pretty in your hair.
Thanks.
I mean, sorry if that was creepy, but I thought it would look pretty in your hair.
And now she's gonna eat it.
It's coming out of his forehead.
You don't have to have I don't know why it came out of his forehead. I mean, like, it just kind of shits a tree over at Hawk. Like, see, that one came out of his hair. See, like, that's normal. That's a very strange, dark-skinned person you have there.
Yeah, That's just a small guy. We don't question him too
Okay.
much.
I won't. Well, safe travels. Have fun. Stay safe.
Farewell, fair tree.
Thanks. I guess we'll
Do
see you
come back
later.
do come back and bye. And with that, there is one last thing we have to do. As you all walk out, you do see Fluffy sitting near like the entrance to the cave, and he just kind of glances you all as you start to walk out and says,
I take it you're leaving.
Where's
Yeah.
Fluffy? I don't see Fluffy. I don't see Fluffy.
Ezra, says to him, "Yes, we are."
I thought this was an Ezra.
Sorry, next week I'll have that down.
Get
Says, "Yes, we
Blammoed.
are."
Good luck.
if you want, you can still come with us.
Also, at some point, I don't think Ezra has reintroduced himself as Auk yet, so you
No,
guys
you
still
haven't.
know. Yep, you guys still know him as Ezra.
Hey, Fluffy.
Hmm,
What do you remember?
what?
What do you remember?
Before this life? Before here?
Yeah.
Being shot in the head by some dwarf hunters.
Ooh. Ouch.
Oof.
Dwarf space hunters or dwarf hyphen hunters?
hyphen. Or no,
Ooh.
space. I just realized what I said for a second there.
Dwarven hunters.
Dwarven hunters.
Yes, dwarven hunters. Okay.
He's a wolf. He doesn't know the intricacies of grammar.
You know, like that blood lily would actually look really good on my character's head.
Oh my god.
I'm kind of tempted to give it to the dog because I think it would be funny.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
At the same time,
my-
I'm not doing that because I think it would be funny to not anger the GM.
I mean, you wouldn't be angering me, you'd be angering the character.
Or that. Let's not anger the wolf. That also seems like a bad idea.
Also,
Yeah,
wasn't
he doesn't like you
Fluffy
very
sort
much.
of your friend before all the madness?
Fluffy, I don't know. I get the feeling
think-
Fluffy didn't like me.
He didn't.
Mm-mm. I don't
You
think
haven't
did
even
either.
asked him.
Asked him what?
I mean, the not liking me thing, that seems like a him problem.
Do you mention any... Okay, do you guys want to say
Ezra.
anything to him?
Ezra will
But I was
Down
telling him that if he
low
wanted,
to-
he could still come with us.
Ezra will bow low to or Auk will bow low to Fluffy and say, "You are welcome to join us, and you are welcome to do as you please with your life."
He slowly looks over at you, Aki. Almost like waiting for something.
What? I mean, he's right. You can come with us. Or you can not. It's up to you.
He looks kind of saddened at that and says,
I'll be fine then.
I'm gonna insight roll this. 17.
"Oh yeah, he's upset that it seems like you guys are just like, yeah, sure, come along. He feels like you guys don't value him."
Oh, come
Ezra
on!
I
was
don't
trying
know
to be as,
him.
like honoring to him as possible.
Well, he doesn't
Auk.
feel like it. He
Auk.
feels sad. He watched you guys kill one another, and now you're just like, oh, hi, Fluffy. That's what he feels. He's sad.
Oh, come on, Fluffers.
Hmm.
Look, we with the correct ears have to stick together. These weird people with their weird ears are gonna... Look.
Excuse me, are you talking about Ezra about Auk's ears?
I have correct ears as well.
Reminder that
Actually.
Auk's ears are horribly mangled.
I remember
Yeah.
perfectly well, thanks. Aki just doesn't give a shit.
Auk is kind of pissed, actually.
They're gonna be more
Fluffy
murdering.
kind of chuckles a bit to himself.
Oh.
Don't worry, Ezra. I don't think she means anything ill.
Oh! Oh, sorry.
Ezra will look around at you all and say... Auk will look around at you all and say...
You'll get there eventually, buddy.
Ezra... died in the other world. I am Renovis Oculs now.
Ockles?
Boy,
Yeah,
that's...
And I'm referred to as fucking Fluffy.
That's an...
Welcome to this world.
That's a name that means quite literally rejuvenated eyes or something.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
If my-
told you that.
You did?
It's in pseudo-Latin.
I'm just trying to put
It's
this together
not
from my...
actually rejuvenated eyes in real Latin. That's nonsense words in real Latin, but in pseudo-Latin,
Yeah, it's close.
yeah.
What even is pseudo-Latin?
It's like it sounds like
spelled
Latin, but
like
it's not.
Manly.
Manipulate the words so that they sound better as a name.
It sounds
Effectively
Latin,
Just,
it's not.
just ignore the grammar and just use the words as in
No,
the
it's
form.
not even that. It's like you just mutate the words until they sound how you want them.
Like Bigger
Which is
Stickers.
what I did. Yes.
Exactly.
To
I
make-
give Occam a deep bow. I'm just like,
Nice to make your acquaintance.
it is welcome to have you.
What's the difference?
I have no
His
idea.
spirit is reborn. He is new.
Okay.
I was reborn when we awoke in this world. I just haven't realized it until now.
Oh God, Fluffy, please help. The rest of them have gone insane.
Yeah, the wolf just looks over at you, shrugs. I mean, I'm fucking called Fluffy. Am I allowed to really say anything?
You didn't really argue.
I was still kind of terrified at you guys at that point in time.
It's fair.
The big one was scary, and we don't really know what happened to him.
He's
Alpha's
bugged out.
around somewhere. We'll find him again.
I kind of hope we don't.
You guys have gone through quite a few friends, haven't you?
No, shut up.
Alpha left because he wasn't happy with us.
I
He
think
tried to fight a big thing. Big thing with tentacles. Thing with tentacles was winning.
Can I roll nature?
Yeah.
Can I roll nature of the description of big thing with tentacles?
Yes,
You
if
were
want
here!
to.
We were there!
Please.
You know what we were fighting?
Go for it.
I wasn't there.
There are a
I
lot
still
of
got a
different
16.
creatures that you can think of that could do this. Heck, the way he describes it, it's almost as if they fought. Oh, this is crazy. Like
Mind
everything
flayers?
from yeah, mind flayers, that sort of stuff. Well, yeah, like hell, you don't know. It could have been a kraken for all you know.
It was like a.
No, certainly not a kraken. Nah, there's no.
No.
No one would be dumb enough to do that.
Yeah.
Look, man.
So, do we have
Mm.
2, 3, or 2.5 of the original party left? Is the question.
I think
I mean,
I say 2, but that's just me.
I say 2, but we're trying to
You
get
have
Fluffy
3.
back.
3.
No, because
You have Flint,
Ezra died.
Aki. No, Flint, Aki, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy's not original. He came later.
Nah, Fluffy
Yeah,
counts.
Fluffy was there episode 1, but he wasn't there when we woke up.
Fluffy
Yeah.
counts, but it's like, is he going to actually come with us, or?
Yes, he's coming with you all now.
Yay.
yeah.
Fluffy
would
has
be great
rejoined the
to have
party.
Yay!
I walk up to Fluffy. Can I ride on your back?
At this point, who in this fucking party doesn't?
Ezra? Ezra still has not.
I look
Ice
very
isn't
offended
even
at this.
going to ask.
Hey!
Why?
It's my job.
She gets first dibs.
I push him to the side. I
He-
push Fall into the side.
He boops you on the head with his staff.
Oh, stop it! You're short.
So yeah, as you all
Coming from you,
leave the
too.
cave, reunited with an old friend and many unfortunate old memories stirring in your mind, I believe this is where we shall call it an end for tonight. As we ended on a bit of a high note with the return of Fluffy to the party.
Flowers!
A lot of down.
Yep, and a lot
sorry.
of good character development here. A lot of
I'm
good,
s-
solid, strong character development.
I'm selling a lot more of my blood again, which is great.
This can only end well.
This just seems to be a recurring theme.
It's fine. At least this
I
time.
really like selling parts of your body for stuff.
Giggity.
Yeah.
It's in this moment that I'd like to point out to everyone, you guys haven't even explored like a proper eighth of the map yet.
We'll get there. All in due time,
Will
buddy.
we?
Hopefully. Because I want to know what the fuck's going on around here.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been interesting so far.
Well, yeah, with that in mind, I
Yes.
think we're going to end today's episode on this delightfully high note. Yargon, I believe, do you want to do the spiel? Or does
Not
anyone
really.
else want to do the spiel? Anyone else want to do the spiel? Am I going to have to do the spiel?
The
Do
only
it.
thing really
Yeah.
worth noting is that I need to change the outro for Aftermath now because it says we'll be playing Starships and Laserguns soon, and that's fucking started. Which hype, but
Yeah! Yeah, so
that
Starships
outro's
and
been saying
Laserguns
that for.
Distant Nights has finally started up. You can actually find it on this channel at this point, or you should be able to. How's the rendering coming, Yargon?
I think it's up.
Woo! yeah, go watch that. Starships and Laserguns is really fun, especially once you get over the bit of a learning curve that it has, which any TTRPG has, to be fair. And once you get into it and get playing and get going, it is really fun. Also, and if you do like the game, why don't you go and try and check out the Patreon and Angel Dice? That way Yargon can keep working on it and get nice art for the book. That's where most of the money for Patreon goes, is you gain art money to get the art for the book.
Yeah, and also keeping the website up.
Yep, that
And,
too.
that kind of stuff, yeah. It's pretty cool. We've got like contracts and shit with the artists now, so it's like everything's looking a
There
bit
you go.
official, and we got exact terms laid out. It's good.
Very nice.
Mhm.
And we also got tiers and whatnot on the Discord, which there will be a link to. And yeah. Anything else that I'm missing? Oh yeah, follow Yargon on Twitter.
Oh, that's a
Do
thing.
it.
Yeah, we have a Twitter. It occasionally gets
There's a
used
Twitter.
for random spend. Also, I have another channel, which is just my channel, and if you just like random crap, click there. It'll probably be
It's
linked. to it.
memes.
It's just
Like-
memes. It is
Like
speed
Night
renders
Car songs
and
that
Nightcore
aren't
memes.
Supposed to be Nightcores. Yeah.
That's all
Nightcore
it
songs
is.
Supposed to be Nightcore.
It is me dicking around with editing software mostly.
Have you Nightcore to Nightcore yet?
Yes.
Yes.
I took What Does the Fox Say and
Nice.
ramped it up to 5,000%.
Nice.
It is,
What does the fox say?
and then it's done. It's great.
Still an improvement.
Oof.
But yeah. Well, with that done, I think we're all ready to go here. So thank you all once again for joining us with this episode, and we hope to see you the next time. Bye.
Catch you,
Bye.
Versace.
Bye.